Morning and greetings. I'm here in Kanhangad actually, and lovely morning. I've not been online for a couple of days now, and I think 2 days. So I thought I'll just come online for a short time today and just show you around this beautiful place called Kanhangad, Bhagwan Nityananda's place. So ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಕೆಳಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಹಾಂ. So I'll just show you around. Some good devotees were here and they are chanting, and I felt it's a nice environment, so I should show you around. But I was just looking at this beautiful place also. You can have a look at it, how beautiful it is. Yeah. You can see the beautiful space here. This is Kerala again, Kanhangad. It's a short video. So I'll just show you around in this beautiful place. It's all surrounded by this mushy lake here. That's the gate where we enter. And where we are right now is this temple. This is where the Bhagwan Nityananda's Aarti happens every morning. Ashram is down here. That's the ashram there. That's the accommodation place. This is a Sati temple here within this premises itself. And right now I'm standing above the caves. This is the caves, if you see. This down, this space is all caves, the 43 caves. And above this is this Samadhi temple. So it's beautiful. It's been a couple of days here, beautiful days, and as I told you, I was very happy. My friends are here, my school friends are here. For the first time they came here, and I was very delighted to have them here. So it was a blissful free day here, and I'll be leaving today from here. I've made a lot of videos here, and I've spoken about this place where Bhagwan has done a lot of miracles in this lake. ಏನಾಯ್ತು? ಹೋಗೋಣ. ವೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಅವ್ರದ್ದು. Waiting for someone. Just a short video. I'm just showing this space. So I had a little message also that came to my mind, and I was trying to just recollect it, but I'll just show you the chants that these guys are doing. The devotees here. आया एक मिनट. So this is the temple here. I'm standing right now in front of the above the caves. So this is all the caves only. Down you can see. Bhagwan Nityananda built all these caves. See, the top of the caves it is. It's got all steps. That's beautiful chants actually going on there. So from here, I think I'll go down from here only. There's a shortcut here to go down. Usually everybody takes the steps, but here I can just show you how it goes. This is the architect. Bhagwan Nityananda is the architect of this whole 43 caves, and I'm standing right now. I'm moving down here from the caves. From top of the caves, you can see this area. So this is how the whole cave area looks. They're all caves, you can move around from here. This is how he's built it. Beautiful engineering inside also. So if you come from this side, you have the Gaushala here, vast lands here, and then you have Jananand Swami's Samadhi. This is the Samadhi of Jananand Baba, who was his disciple and who took care of this ashram after Bhagwan went to Ganeshpuri. This is the old Bhojanalaya. This was there during Bhagwan's time. Now it is closed down. They are doing something else, renovation. They have shifted the food area to some other place, that side. So there's a well here. You can see a well here. And this is the place where Bhagwan Nityananda actually used to cook food in this building. I'm just coming down from here. You can see all this is all the cave area only. Top of the caves actually. This is the window of one of the caves. Okay, so here I am. This is the well. There's good water here. So this is the old Bhojanalaya where Bhagwan used to cook food and feed the children, Bal Bhojan. Bal Bhojan began from here. The whole world, if you see, now it's all, they are doing some reconstruction work here. But this was the hall, original roof, where Bhagwan used to actually, in this room you can see, this is a place where Bhagwan used to actually cook food. There were cooks here, but he used to be very particular about food. He used to come and check the food, put it in his hand and taste whether it has got good salt and good, and then he used to make people do it in perfect manner before he can feed the children. So this is the place you can say actually where the Bal Bhojan began for the whole world from here, Kanhangad. And since then, lakhs and crores of children have been fed all over the world throughout the disciples and devotees of Bhagwan. That is a great example he gave to keep children happy. Always keep children happy and serve the children who are real gods. So you can see these are the old roofs. This is the Kerala style actually. It's got veranda. There's a veranda here outside when you come. So when I actually came here in my first times here, that time this was running. That was around 12 years back. So we used to eat food here only. Around 8 years back they shifted from here to another location. So, and this is where I came from. These are the caves. So, the whole ashram has got some or the other connection where you can walk around, and this is Janan Baba's Samadhi. I don't come here much often down Janan Baba Samadhi, but he is not any less than Bhagwan, because Bhagwan had completely given the charge of this ashram to Jananand Baba before he left to Ganeshpuri. And Jananand Baba completely took care of this ashram. And all the renovations, everything that happened here was Jananand Baba's work. Because when Bhagwan was here, only the 43 caves were there. There was nothing else. Rest all in this ashram was built by Jananand Baba. Of course, now the trustees have made more buildings and all that inside for accommodation and all. And this is the original accommodation where when Jananand Baba had made this. All this you can see old style place. And 12 years back when I used to come, we used to stay here. There was no other accommodation. So we used to sit here, have our bhajans and sankirtans and have a lot of satsangs and discuss about Bhagwan, talk about Bhagwan, share about Bhagwan. And this was our blissful place here. So again, you can see this is the Samadhi of Jananand Baba. So after that, all this has come. These buildings have come now. And this is the Sadhu Nivas, the small outlet where the wandering sadhus, they keep moving from here to here. Usually people from Banaras pass down to Tamil Nadu through Kerala and all that. So they halt here. Sadhus are given the space for 1 or 2 days to halt, rest and go. So probably if all put together, I think so 50, 60 sadhus also can be accommodated here at one time. So there is always some of the other sadhus staying here, temporary period. The priests also stay here. There are 2 priests here, one taking care of Bhagwan Nityananda's temple and one taking care of Baba Janananda's temple. Both are real beautiful souls. I sit here and talk a lot with both of them. Yesterday we had satsang with Rahulji, who is the priest of the Bhagwan Nityananda temple, and real beautiful. I'll be sharing those videos with you again here on this. See, नाम लो and here is नाम लिया आपका, आप आगे राहुल जी, आपका नाम लिया और जस्ट आप आगे. I was just talking about yesterday's satsang.
Okay, yeah.
And here you come.
Yes, my name is Rahul Poti.
Rahul
Poti.
Poiti. Okay.
Kerala's one type of Brahmin community is Poti.
Oh, Poiti. Brahmin community.
Yeah.
Okay. Not boa. Okay, I am also coming for breakfast. Thank you. And this is, see the train going. You can see from here the train going. See there. It's so close to this ashram. This is the Samadhi I was talking about. This is Jananand Swami's Samadhi. I don't come here very often, but I told you it's very important. This Samadhi is very important. Here also regular pujas and abhishekam and everything is done. This is the Vigraha, the idol of Jananand Swami. Caves entrance is there. The caves begin there. And this is all, under this is the caves, completely here. So I'll just move around. My friends are actually waiting for breakfast here. So since morning we are moving around here, we will be going for breakfast. I've shown this couple of times, so I won't much talk about this, but I thought I'll make a short video before going for breakfast. And this is the cave entrance. This is the CCTV of the inside caves actually running. They just keep a watch. Those who are watching the recording can pause this and just see what the message is. This is the entrance of the cave. From here begins the 43 caves inside. ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ ನಾಷ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ ಕೈ ಕೊಟ್ರ ನಿನ್ನೆ ಕೈ ಕಟ್ರ ನೀನು ನೀವು ಓಕೆ ಸಿ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿ ಹೌ ದ ಕೇವ್ಸ್ ಲುಕ್ ಹೌದಾ ಏನಾಯ್ತು these are the caves and this is the window of one part north south east west it has 4 big windows where from where the light and air enters unfortunately I cannot shoot inside the cave because it's not allowed. Very beautiful place, guys. I'm telling you, it's very, very powerful. Very powerful. If I think it will just increase your effortlessness 10 to 20 times than any normal space. So you just become mauna and you end up into that beautiful tranquility. That's the power of this. You can see this is the window. This is how the cave is. So you must have got an idea. I just took a full round. That's the temple on top. I took a full round. I took a shortcut from there, the steps, and came here. So that's the entrance. I'll just complete this round and I'm going for breakfast. It's a short video, so those who are very new to Kanhangad and very new to this space will know how it is. So this is how the beauty is of this place. Well, in this video, the small short message that came to my mind was about my friends. Because all this time, all these years, we were together, but we were not really together. Spirituality, so-called spirituality, split me out from the group. And we were all together in one days, drinking and boozing and enjoying life, cigarettes and all those things. I'm talking about 20, 22 years back. And then I fell out of this gang. We were 5 of us. And today the times have changed so much that today I find them here with me. And that's why I'm very delighted. The message that came to my mind is to accept people the way they are. Because I have seen friction in my family and friends when once upon a time, when I was getting more spiritual, the people were not agreeing to it. You know, that happens with all our lives when we are shifting into higher evolution. Anything around of lower consciousness will not agree with it, and naturally there will be a conflict and an opposition. I've faced that all my life, but what has brought me through very nicely through the journey is my consistency, my perseverance, and not letting go of the truth, not compromising with being yourself. That's the message I wanted to give in today's morning message right from Kanhangad here. Do not compromise on being yourself. Be yourself. Come what may. Today or tomorrow things will change. And I've seen that. It might have taken around 15-20 years because these guys, both the guys who came here, Amar and Bharat, we are being together since 5th standard. And that's what I'm trying to say. It's been 35 years plus that we have known each other. And it has been distance almost like 10-11 years. I was not at all in touch with them. When I was in Delhi, I was not in touch with anybody, and you can say that, you know, we are not even like in talking terms, though we had no grudges, but somehow the energies were not, and it kept us aside until this thing happened, and we finally, some things kept changing. They came into Shiv Yoga, and one by one they came into Shiv Yoga. So 2 of them joined behind me, and they do practice Shiv Yoga. But before that, like me only, they were somehow connected with Bhagavan Nityananda. One of them used to have Nityananda in his dreams, and he did not know who it is also. So these are very mystical. Not really mystical, because these are the carry forward of our past lives. So past lives, definitely we have been somewhere together, but we do not remember. We do not remember. And life brings us together. Brings us together in the sense when your karmas are thinning. These things do happen. Who are supposed to meet will meet in this lifetime. Even if you have been distant or apart for lifetimes, when the time is right, you meet. And why do we meet? I've made many videos on this. Why do we meet? Old people or new people, we always meet to finish the karmic debts. So there is karma, some kind of a karmic debt, the give and take. So in that give and take, we have to give and we have to take. That is why if that is pending, we are going to meet. So that's how I've naturally seen the whole life story of mine unwind, and in awareness, deep awareness, I have experienced this. Why these things happen, why I bump into people, or why if things have not been right and they come back into your life or go out of your life, it's all the play of karma. So instead of reacting to somebody who's going out of your life or being too excited with somebody who's coming into your life, if you are in awareness, you will be neutral. Neutral to whoever comes into your life, you will not be too excited. And neutral, whoever goes out of your life, you will not be too depressed about it. Because once you know the play of consciousness, once you know how the karmic debts are fulfilled, it's very easy to understand. So as I always say, catch the foundation first. If you have the foundation rooted very strongly, then your spirituality grows very beautifully. If you do not have a proper foundation, if you do not have the divine wisdom, the Gyan, the Divya Gyan, deep insights of who you are, where you came from, and where are you going, and what are you doing all around here, what are people around you doing, what is all this give and take about, what is life about, what is life about coming and spending on this earth, what meaning does it have. And when you become very deeply aware of all these things, you understand what is real and what is unreal. The Viveka shows you what is real, what is unreal. And that helps you move through the journey, because that's your confidence, that's your motivation, that's your inspiration. And that's your purpose. There is a divine purpose that is unwinding itself. So more than the other lower purposes of life, like lower desires, you understand through the lower desires what is the higher desire. You can see every lower desire that you have has a higher desire. It is leading you to the higher desire. So it's naturally the unwinding of karma. So you become more aware of your karma and what it is, more than the definition, more than just having a knowledge of karma. You actually experience what is karma. And how do you experience karma? I say awareness. You have to be in awareness. Always stay in awareness. Then you will be always seeing and knowing why things are happening in your life. Why, I don't mean going to understand the root cause of everything, it's not needed. But you will understand that whatever is happening for a particular reason, which maybe you do not know at that time, but there is something else that is unwinding. It's an unwinding process. It's just unwinding. So everything that happens is an unwinding process, including what is happening with me right now. So I never dreamt that these guys would be here. I never dreamt. And even when they came, I never anticipated or expected them to be very spiritual and do this, because all this journey I have learned one thing, is to accept people the way they are. This is what my master taught me very strongly, to accept whoever, however they are. So in those days when I was separated from them, or they were separated from me, there was no grudges, there was no hatred, or there was no bad feeling about them. Neither did they have, because there's a kind of acceptance. I was accepting them the way they were accepting me the way I am. So when you accept people the way they are, there's a kind of a mutual respect that happens. You respect the other person for whatever he or she is. So I was respecting them for whatever they are, because that's their soul journey. The soul journey is unwinding for them. They have lessons to learn. I have lessons to learn. We have all lessons to learn. So everybody is living their life lessons. So when you understand that, you will understand the difficulty of a person when they are stuck in something and they are unable to come out of something. So that you give respect to that space. you understand. This is where the compassion and kindness come from. That is how I have understood these guys, my friends, my families, who are with me or who are not with me. It's all fine. And today I see beautifully those things change, and they come. And when they came, they were still from the worldly consciousness, because they were still very strongly. But something was pulling them here, because when the time is right, all these things happen. And when they came, also they were in a very joyful and worldly mode. But then I didn't want to change anything to them, nor did I want to preach anything to them. Though many times I was tempted, because I just wanted to allow that thing to be the way they are. And that's where the beauty happens. So when you allow that to be there, without forcing your views on someone, without asking or demanding or expecting somebody to change their views and value your values, respect your values, instead of having all those kind of expectations, you just go with the flow. Even if they accept or don't accept, value or don't value, you still respect them for who they are, because you respect the soul. And when that happens, the soul of the other soul knows and appreciates this value that you're giving to them, the space that you're giving to them, this freedom and liberation that you're giving to them. And that is what bonds them in that is what the unconditional love is. And that's how the unconditional love works. So it can be sensed by the other person, and that's how they transform. That's how people truly transform around you. Because my Gurudev used to always say, never go to change people by force. You change yourself. You become that hub. You become that power vortex. You change your consciousness, and everything around you will start changing. When you change your energies and you begin evolving, then you begin emitting those kind of energies, and those energies are palpable to people around you. It may not happen immediately, and neither do we need to keep any expectation that my energies are this way, so people should change. It doesn't matter. Then the whole purpose is served, not served again, if that is the idea. You just go on living. You just be who you are. And slowly, those things will start influencing the people around you. And slowly they will transform. Because I've always seen people don't learn by experiences. People don't listen by experiences. People don't transform or evolve by just seeing or hearing. So how much ever you give them pravachan, how much ever you give them talks or make them understand or share wisdom with them, it's not going to work until they have an experience from within. It has to be experience. It has to be tangible. So people go by that experience that they have for transformation, not by just the words. But when the transformation is actually happening, when the actual experience is happening, at that time, if the divine wisdom is shared, it's very powerful. Because the man goes into the receiving mode. They receive it very well at that time, because they are having that experience, and they can relate to what you say to them at that moment. This is my personal experience with not one but hundreds of them. So it's like you wait for the opportunity. So like these guys, I have never talked to them about these spiritualities or something. Sometimes they used to come and ask me, what is this about? What is that about? Where have we been there? What is it? So I have not been exposing everything and telling, oh, this is how it is, that's how, not being too excited about it. So I just give the brief. Whatever is asked, I just give them that answers. Whoever it is. Whoever asked whatever. Only to the point, nothing beyond that. Because it's my experience, if you give them beyond that, they will not digest it or they'll not believe it, and it can have reverse effects. So whatever people ask, how much ever people want to know, whatever is the desire to know, that is what you need to always share. Nothing more than that. Because time will make them ask for more. If they want to ask for more, if they want to know for more, they should ask it. So that's how I've seen this journey here, because the curiosity that they had was, okay, about this place and about Nityananda, about the tattvas, but not very deeply to the tattvas, but something was pulling them here. So that was a kind of a space that came here, and they spent here, and then something began happening, and then suddenly the curiosity from within, what is this about, what is that about, what are the deeper aspects of life, what are the insights of life, what is the Chidakasha Gita, what did he mean by this, what did he mean by that, then the soul is listening and craving for it, and that is the time you hit the nail. So at that moment when you share, it's very powerful, very very powerful. I have seen very powerful. It can, which you can talk and talk for years together and nothing might happen, but when the time is right, when you talk at that time, it's within moments, within hours. I don't know how much kind of a major evolution happens. I've seen that, guys. I've seen that. Personally, I've seen. Here also I saw. So that's the reason I was not very much posting too much things, and because I wanted to spend quality time here with the people who are connected with me in this lifetime, and for a purpose they come here, we meet, and so I was spending time with them, trying to give them whatever their soul is actually seeking for and waiting for them to ask or find out, and then share it with them. It's been a wonderful experience, I'm telling you, because they came here 3 days, they were here, and surely they leave transformed. They come with one day, let's go for 1 day or 2 days, or let's see how it is. And then once somebody comes here, they don't want to leave. We have already postponed one time the tickets. We were supposed to leave some other time, but we postponed. They want to stay, and still today they don't want to leave. So that's the kind of thing, and that's how even when I came here first, there's something that doesn't allow you to leave, and that is what brings me back here again and again and again. There's something transformational here. Definitely, I can say Kanhangad and Ganeshpuri, especially Kanhangad, has been a major transforming place in my life because of the conducive energies of the grace here, of the masters, and the atmosphere of the caves, because it is the sankalpa of this avadhut called Bhagavan Nityananda. It is the sankalpa that they make a divine will when they were here. They built it for a purpose. This is not just a joke. Though here hundreds of people come here as tourists, there are a lot of people who are looking around for the place, so they walk around the cave. They just see it like a tourism. So many people told me there are very less people. Like out of 100, there are 2 or 3 people who come to actually meditate, who actually know the power of this caves. But the rest of the 97 people who walk in are out of curiosity. They just want to have a sightseeing thing. So I tell them it's not wrong. It's not wrong. This is what I'm trying to say. We have not accepted people the way they are. Why do we need to judge? If somebody is coming for time pass or whatever, let them come. It's a powerful space. That they might walk in like a time pass. They might come in here out of curiosity, but that energy will transform them. So this is how the divine plays. It first brings you into those power vortex and then makes the transformation. Like I'm giving you live examples about my friends. That curiosity is there, bubbling. They come with even worldly curiosities, but slowly their mindset, everything transforms in the space. That's because we should allow that. So if we keep criticizing and judging people, these guys are no good, they are coming here for time pass, or they are not serious, or they are enjoying the worldly things here, doesn't matter. Because I was in Guruvan yesterday with Vidyanand Swami. There is no internet, so I couldn't share anything. But a whole day we were there in the cave of Bhagwan. I was almost like 3 hours in that cave. And very beautiful experiences. There also I learned from the people around that, many people come to talk about worldly things there. So most of them are not like bhaktas or devotees. They come and sit there chatting around and they talk about all the worldly, their businesses and all that. So I was saying it's okay. It's okay. If they are even discussing the worldly things there, it's okay. Because the space belongs to everybody. We cannot say a holy place is only for the holy people. That's biasness. That's duality. Cross duality. Holy place belongs to everybody. So even the sinners come there, even the wrong people come there. But when they come in the vicinity of that place, the transformation happens. So all these holy hubs are like fishing nets. It gathers people, it pulls people into that consciousness, and it cleanses them. That's why I say we should never judge. We do not know the divine will, what's happening. It's a divine play. We might not understand. These gross senses might not give us the right answers of what's happening. Everything is meant to be for a reason. Everybody is going through some reasons. And same applies to our lives also. If something wrong is happening, if something which we do not like is happening in life, we do not know why it is happening. So we cannot judge a person or a situation. We allow it. How do we allow it? By accepting. How do we accept? How are we able to accept? By understanding this funda. When you understand these things, it's very easy to accept people and the situation. When you accept people and situations, you become calmer. You do not resist, you do not fight, you do not grumble, you do not have those forces of force conversions. You allow that space. When you allow that space, when you accept people the way they are, when you accept things the way they are, you are respecting not just the people and the situation. Remember, you are respecting the divine. You are definitely respecting the divine. And opposite, if you do not respect the space of somebody, if you do not accept the person the way they are, or people or situation the way they are, you are not accepting the divine play of consciousness. That means we are disrespecting that play of consciousness, because the divine master, the divine father, the divine mother of this, the divine creator, has no judgments of anybody. He is just a mere witness of everything. So when the creator himself doesn't have problem with what he has created, why should the created have problems with each other? You understand? This is the message that came to me very strongly when I was standing here. This was not a planned telecast, because I was going for my breakfast. I think they must have closed the kitchen also now. I missed my breakfast. But this very strongly came to me. I said I should share this. So all these guys, all of you who have shared your comments here. Okay, I don't know if you have asked any questions or anything I've missed out. Okay, things are shining here. Let me just check out. Please, I want to see inside the cave. Ramakrishna ji, it's not allowed here. It's not allowed, so I cannot shoot there. These are ashram rules which we got to respect and follow. So I won't be able to do that. But the other cave is there in Guruvan, where Bhagwan used to sit. I can show you that. I've just recorded it, and I'll post it today or tomorrow. So I'm just looking if anybody has posted anything here, if I've missed anything here. Nothing. It is more than this temple visit. This message is very important that I want to share. Okay, Madhuji. Yeah, Shabnam, it's a beautiful message here. Well, yes, we were a lot of people who came here before. Shabnam again is one of them. The first trip that we had, 20-25 people, I used to come here very regularly with a big group. Every time we had 15 to 20 to 25 people. And I used to take them. I have always been a spiritual, what do you call that? Spiritual guide here. Spiritual tourism guide here. So even today, that's my duty. I think that's Bhagwan. That's what Bhagwan has put me into. So it's a beautiful thing, because whenever I'm meditating here, even if I come alone, I often see people coming. I want to go to Guruvan. Where is it? Can you tell me where it is? Then I don't point it. I go with them. So I go them and explain things to people. This is what I've been doing whenever I come here. So here today also, people came. There was another person who came from Tiruvannamalai with me, from Chennai, because I went to Tiruvannamalai, Chidambaram, Vadalur, and all those places, and then came here. So another person had joined me. He just left last night from here. Yeah, Purnimaji, you're feeling you would visit this place. Thank you endlessly. Yeah, do visit this place. Do visit if it's in your possibility. The ashram is not fully opened. I told you I am here for an official work, and at the same time this personal work bhi ho gaya, this social work bhi ho gaya, and this divine work also is happening. So all these things are happening. But when it is going to open, the website and their Facebook pages will definitely share this information, and then it will be welcome. Kerala is little tight on the COVID situations, so uh, we respect their views, whatever it is, because Kerala has little more number of things, so that's okay. I was longing for a ashram trip, and my fish. Okay, do come here whenever you get time. At least once in a lifetime. I've always said Tirunamalai, Chidambaram, and the Chidakasha, this place of Kanhangad, and Ganeshpuri. These are the places. If you can in this lifetime, do visit. It will help in your major transformation, because the energies, we do need energies, guys. We cannot be too prideful that I will do it, I don't need to go anywhere. There are people who talk to me that why do I need to go anywhere, everything is within and we are here. But that within doesn't happen to most of them. It's just in talks that everything is within. So I say, where is your within? What happens when I go deeper? They are unable to explain it. So that shows that we just have some conditioning or belief or some learning which we have gathered from outside without meaning. It will have only meaning when you experience these things. It should be in your experience, then only you can call it as your reality. So we cannot be that way. I have always taken the help of, I always take, because I know I need help. I always need help for my evolution. I've drastically taken help from my master. I have leaned on my master all the time. I've leaned on the ascended masters all the time. I have leaned on the divine spots and divine sacred places all the time in the powerful vortexes. I have leaned on the other mystics, the other saints, whomever I've met, and any people, not just saints, or any people who I feel are of elevated consciousness, who are more than my consciousness. Whenever I feel that, I have tried to be in their vicinity, learn from them. This is how my life journey has been. Because we cannot say that I'll do it myself. It's not possible. Maybe it's possible for you. I've never seen it, or maybe it's possible for others. But my personal experience says it's not possible. Perhaps it's maybe due to heavy karmas or something, because you need, or people who have lighter karmas don't need it. Probably the ratio or the situation might be that way. But I have seen that I've always needed, probably because things were hard for me. So, and it has helped. I mean, all these years, nothing has gone a waste. I can see it today, and I'm so happy. I feel so relieved. I feel so empty, which was not there. This was not my space. This was not what my consciousness was a couple of years back, or even a decade back. A lot has gone. A lot has gone. I can see, I can reflect, and from that space I'm speaking. I am fully convinced of what I'm talking of. It is there, and the people who have seen me, they will be able to relate. Those who have known me for 10 years back, or 15 years back, or 30 years back, and today, if you see, Namaskar. Today if you see, they are completely different. They understand that this guy is completely changed. So yesterday, jokingly, we were having this satsang till around 11 o'clock here, and we recorded many of the things, because Rahulji is a good harmonium player, and the tabla and the iduki and all those percussions and all that. So yesterday we were just video recording those. Rahulji is the priest here of this Nityananda temple. So we just recorded that. I'll one by one I'll share those. It was just a casual thing, but it was beautiful. The session was beautiful. So my friend, my classmates, both of them were here, and they were saying, this guy, we have known this guy for so many years. He was telling somebody. I said, no, my dear, you may have known me, but you do not still know even 5% of me. That's the truth. Because what people can relate to is only memories. People relate to you with memories. So my friends actually relate with me more with my memories, because of those days, the fun days that we have. And you want to meet that person. This is how we do with others also. When we are remembering somebody, or somebody is in our fond memories, and we want to spend time with that person, or we expect something out of that person, we are expecting the old, something from the old. 10 years back, 20 years back, we know somebody, and today we might have expectation from that person, because we know that is what is in your memory, but we do not know that everybody shifts their consciousness. What a person is today is not tomorrow. That's a gradual. Not just today or tomorrow. 1 second, 1 moment, what you are today, the next moment you are not that. You change. That's how the consciousness just changes. That's why it's said that you cannot step into the same water twice. Flowing water, your feet, you put one, it's different water. The next feet you put, it's different water. Water changes because it's moving. That's how these things are. That is the important reason why we need to accept people the way they are, because every moment they are changing. My master used to never judge anybody, because even if they do any grave mistakes or whatever, because there is always a chance for evolution. Everybody is evolving. So my master used to say that who he or she is right now will not be the same tomorrow or the next moment. They are changing, and when they are changing, how can you freeze that this person, how can you conclude, how can you judge or criticize and say, give an opinion or a conclusion that this person is bad? You cannot conclude, because it's moving and they might just change. I gave you example in this whole video. They might change. Valmiki changed from a dacoit to a great rishi. Angulimal changed, transformed in the presence of Buddha, from a murderer to a saint. Now, if Buddha would have said that he is a criminal and freezed him there and not had any kind of connection with that person, Angulimal would have been Angulimal. He would have died an Angulimal, because Buddha accepted him. He gave him the opportunity to grow. He gave him the space to grow. And that is how Angulimal transformed, because somebody had accepted him the way he is without judging him. Buddha had no anger against him. So these are the beautiful examples that we learn from spirituality. So I think I've spoken enough on this. My friends, they don't know. My gayab ho gaya and they must be searching there. I am very glad to know that every evolving change within you, blessed be. So those who have joined this video late, you can just look into this message, a powerful message. I'm telling you, it's coming from this holy space. I was literally forced, I'm telling you, literally forced to make this video. And first, bahane say that I'm showing you the temple around the ashram and all. First few minutes, it's just showing around, but the actual message begins after that. So with this, I think, guys, oh, Bharat, where are you? They are actually, I think, looking out for me, and since they did not find me, they have checked in to watch this video. Prat, where are you? So guys, do look into this message. This is one very important message which I wanted to convey to the people I love, people I am concerned about, people I care about. It's meant for you. It's got very deep of what is happening in your life. Probably things are happening, something is happening in your life, and that message might relate with you. So I'm just walking towards the kitchen, and till I get into the kitchen I'll be live, then I'll drop the connection. So that's the temple there you have it. So you can see this is the new things that we have done here. There's an old tree which was there since Jananand Swami. I think even Nityanand Baba must have seen this tree. Very old. This is the accommodation space, and this is where the kitchen is. So I'm moving there. ಅವ್ರು ಹೋದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೋದ್ರ ಹಾಂ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅವರು, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಮೇಲೆ ಇರಬೇಕು ಅವರು. ಓಕೆ, I'll just go towards the room. ನಿಮ್ದು ಆಯ್ತಾ ನಾಷ್ಟ ಆಯಿತು ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಆಯ್ತಾ ಓಕೆ ನಾ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ ಇದೆಯಾ ಓಕೆ from here it's a great view. See, I've come to this accommodation place. Actually all this is closed right now, so see, this is how it looks from here, the space. See, these are the caves that you can see from here. This is where we were talking right now on top and came down from there, and this is a temple. See, you can see the temple here on top. It's a beautiful view from here. So this is the Ma Sati temple. This opens only on Fridays. So I'm going to the room to see what my friends are doing, because I'll just say bye to them and go down to the kitchen. क्या कर रहे तुम लोग क्या कर रहे तू लाइव देख रहा मैं देखा मैं सी he is watching the live here he is watching the live because they could not trace me where I am, so he is finding from there. अमर किधर है okay किचन में है चल so one guy is here. This is real funny. Real funny. They were trying to contact me here, they couldn't get, so they came to know this guy must be doing something with the live, and they logged into the account, and one guy was watching the live here while I entered the room. And he's like shocked. He's seeing in that me entering into the room, and in the right side I've entered the room. This is real funny. The other guy is in the kitchen, so I'll just go there, and I just wanted to show you these guys. So yeah guys, some guys have joined in late. There was an important message that I've conveyed, 30 minutes message. Do look into it. Just go to the back and just rewind it. So this is where I'm walking towards the kitchen. അമ്മേ എന്ത് പറയുന്നു സുഖമാണോ ചായ കൊടുത്ത് നിനക്ക് തന്നില്ലല്ലോ എവിടെയുണ്ട് എവിടെയുണ്ട് look at this mother she works here അമ്മച്ചി എന്ത് പറയുന്നു സുഖമാണോ ആ പണിയുണ്ടോ ഉണ്ടാവോ എവിടുന്ന് ഇവിടെ നമ്മള് 3 മണിക്ക് പോവുക ഇന്ന് അവര് കണ്ടില്ലേ ഒരാൾ ഇവിടെ ഉണ്ടെന്ന് ഓർത്ത് ഞാൻ bananas. So this is the room where the bhojanalaya is. And these are the mothers, I call them mothers. These are the ladies who work here. Very sweet, just like a mother they are. You can see she's running to bring breakfast to me. Very sweet, very sweet. So, ഇതടച്ചോ ഇതാരുടെ ചായ ഇരിക്കുന്ന ഇവിടെ കുടിച്ചില്ലേ അത് അടയ്ക്കണം കേട്ടോ സോ I'm coming from the back here. I come from the back. There's a door and you come to the back space, and this is how the back space is. And this is where we wash our hands, and there are toilets and washrooms there. This is the kitchen actually. This is where the cooking is done. Again, nobody is allowed in those spaces, so I'm not going there. And this is where we wash and clean our vessels. I came to wash my hands here. So this has been nice. This video has been nice because it's a virtual journey that we are having. And there's a pond here, I should show you. I've never done this live behind here, so it will give you an idea of what this space is about. It's all green here, very beautiful. There are fishes in this. All the Kerala temples have these kind of ponds. Yes, so this is the water. And that is the railway track, if you can see. See, there is a railway track. It's so close to the ashram. So she's taking breakfast for me before she realizes that I've ran away or something. I'm going. So this is the door which I came from. This is the washing space. There's the kitchen there. Those are the washrooms there. ഞാനുണ്ടമ്മേ വരുന്നു. So I get back from here. ഞാൻ എടുക്കാം കേട്ടോ. ഇതാരുടെ ചായയാണ്? ഞാൻ നോക്കാം. ഓക്കെ നന്ദി, താങ്ക് യു. ഞാൻ പിന്നെ കാണാം കേട്ടോ നിങ്ങളെ. അല്ലെ ഒരു മിനിറ്റ്, രണ്ടുപേരേ ഉള്ളൂ? ഒരു മിനിറ്റ്. Guys, I'm leaving today, so I'll just talk to them and before leaving. I'll catch up with you guys later. Lots of divine love and light to all of you. Bye. Stay blessed.